National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Burrow to throw right away. And there's Williams. What a catch. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Bengals at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Here's Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, and then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now we'll run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Here we go. Back to 60. Back to 60. Stephanie Ranger.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
12.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 7-7, our score after 1.
11.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamison Williams, 42 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd down, it's Willis. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Willis. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run with Edmonds. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Another try for Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah,
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T. Higgins as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made here at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Willis. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now Edmonds. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Willis throws another interception. His 3rd of the game. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Burrow. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Play action. It's Burrow. And this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now Willis on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. EA Sports.
11 MT.
Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out right. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Right, 80. 12.
They run once more with Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Burrow will throw. Oh, a leap it. He will make the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel. Just Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, 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 check. 12, 12, 12.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And, oh, now it's out. Langford loses the football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their